Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. Today we're here at Newton, and as obviously the title does say, it is the HST On Tour. So we're in the GWR one, obviously from the Great Western Express, and we're going to be taking it into Glasgow. We're at Newton, obviously it must have come up the West Coast main line, which obviously is here. Obviously realistically it probably would go along this bit here, but you know, we want to be different. We're going along the Cathcart Circle bit, make it more of an interesting journey for us. So yeah, without further ado, I've turned the engine off because it was just so loud. It would have been actually hard to hear me. Let's get the engine on. I think this is how we're doing it. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that does sound very good. Listen to that. Proper rumble of the engine coming on. Sounds brilliant. Right, let's set that to forward. Forward. Let's get the doors shut. Start releasing the brakes, and yeah, we're fast all the way into Glasgow. Cool. Just waiting for those brakes to release a tad more, and then we'll be able to get going. Right, brakes are off. Glasgow Central, we've got 5.6 miles, so let's get going. Still love driving the HST, it's brilliant. Obviously, yeah, we're only a 4-car set today, so just pretend it's a Castle Class 1. I believe these would be the Castle Class 1s. But yeah, the platforms are quite small, so I can actually fit it in. Listen to this coming out of here. Also, I believe ScotRail actually do run their own HSTs now. They have the Inter 7 City, I believe it is, as opposed to 7 cities in Scotland it connects. Yeah, which is quite cool. So realistically, I don't know if they do run on this section of line. Yeah, that's a good point. Do the Inter 7C HSTs run on this part of the line? Maybe run in, I don't know, along there and then into Glasgow. I'm guessing they probably do take this way if they do run that way into Glasgow Central. So loud at the moment. I'm gonna have to turn down my headset. Brilliant. You gotta love the HST, and obviously if you do want to get the HST, as I mentioned at the start, this is from the Great Western Express, which is which was the first passenger route in the game, obviously running between London, Paddington and Reading. Brilliant route, obviously getting up to speeds of 125 miles an hour. Right, that goes off towards Glasgow Central as well. That's sort of the shorter route, I suppose, to get there, where all the fast trains go. But we're being diverted this way. So I'm guessing there's some sort of issue on the line over there. Maybe it's engineering works, but yeah, we're being routed this way. And speed is 50 pretty much the whole way until we get to Kings Park, and then it comes down to 30. Yeah, but I just thought we do sound, you know, a bit different. So yeah, we got the HST on the Cathcart Circle, HST On Tour. So you're going at this speed and the HST feels really slow. But say if you're on the 314, for example, going at this speed, you feel like you're whizzing along. Yeah, but in this it feels like we're on a bit of a snail's pace. Going through Kirkhill Tunnel. Yes, I believe this is what this would be called. Then we go through the little tunnel there, and then we'll be out into Kirkhill Station. Obviously going straight through it. Lovely. I can hear a church bell. Let's quickly get out the train. I swear I can hear a church bell. Maybe not. Right, there's Kirkhill Station going through there. So the next one is... Oh, it's been a while since I've been on here. Burnside. Or was it Croftfoot? I think it's Burnside next. Yeah, it has been a little while since I've been on here. Yes, it's been quite a little while. We've got a 314 there. I love the sound of those motors. Brilliant. Still up to 50. And yeah, have you guys been off Cathcart recently? I know a couple of people sort of have moved away from it now and obviously gone back onto the other routes. Is anyone else still pretty much playing this full time, or have you sort of started veering away from it and playing it a little less? Because obviously it has been out for 3 weeks now, almost. 3 weeks already, blimey. Cool. Yeah, this is a brilliant route. Obviously the routes get better and better each time. Right, next station's coming. I think it is Burnside. Yeah, it has been a little while. Is it Croftfoot? I always get mixed up between the two. It's a fairly similar looking. I think it is Burnside. Yeah, this is Burnside, this one. Oh god, we want to bring the speed down a tad. Yeah, that's Burnside. Imagine all the people on the side there taking photos. Cool. And the next station along will then be Croftfoot. And Croftfoot and Kings Park are pretty much next to each other. I think it's less than a mile actually between those two. Cool. Yeah, so if you're enjoying the video, do leave a thumbs up and do subscribe if you do want to see more. Obviously it all does help out. And yeah, talking about the old beer driving in the HST, obviously the West Cornwall local route obviously being developed by Rivet Games, still in planning at the moment. But I wonder if we will see the Class 43 in there. I'm not sure if they would actually be able to do it in First Great Western livery, as I believe it's set sort of early 21st century. So I don't know if we would see it in First Great Western livery, or I don't know if they would use this one. Yeah, I wonder if we will see the HST make a return on there. Maybe say if you own the Great Western Express, you'll get the HST. Be interesting to see what they do with that. Yeah, Kings Park is literally just at the upcoming bridge, very close to one another. We've got a warning for a 25. We don't go down to 25, do we? No, we go down to 30, I believe. As we sort of take this bit of track here, sort of goes under the other ones. It's quite a interesting bit of track. Sort of go down and you go under one of the railways and the other, and the bridge for the road. Yeah, it's cool. Right, this is Kings Park. I haven't got the choo-choo there. I must get that. Must get that on the next thing. That does come down 25 for us, okay. So you would have thought they would have sort of made it like this, for this bit here, sort of double track it and then sort of having it going across here, but no, we go sort of under. Yeah, we'll see in a second that we're going to go under now. Quite a cool bit of track. Yeah, you would have thought it would sort of just follow that one along, then join up there. Right, down we go. Speed does go up to 30, so I'm going to naturally let it get up. And yeah, I believe we go over the road bridge first, which is here. Yeah, there's the road bridge there. And then we go under the railway in a second, then sort of back up. Yeah, but quite a cool bit of track, this bit. Go under there and then making our way back up, and then we'll be going through Mount Florida, which isn't too far from here, obviously the home of the Scottish national team's football stadium, obviously Hampden Park. Down to 20, just in time as we join back up. Going over the roads. Now I'm going above it big time. Right, let's get a bit of speed on us. We sort of lost a fair bit there when we braked for the 20. Just want to get a nice shot as well. So I believe on the PS now they've actually got rid of the Well, they used to have this thing where if you took a screenshot and you were recording a video, it would also take a screenshot of how long you've been recording the video for. But I believe in one of the most recent updates they've taken that out, which is very handy. Is that the path up to the station there? Looks like it. There's another entrance into the station. Never noticed that. Right, here's Mount Florida going through here. Lovely. Yeah, just at this speed for now, about 30. As we wind our way through the loop. And obviously there's quite a big contrast, which I quite like about this route. Obviously on this side of the loop, which is the east side of the loop, you're sort of, in a trench going going through the city. But when you're on the other side, you're sort of above, so you get to look over the city. It's quite a nice, quite a nice contrast. And then it's Cross Hill Station coming up round here. So speed does go up a tad. There we go. And obviously, slowly weaving our way into Glasgow now. Here's Cross Hill, and there's Queen's Park, Pollock Shields East, and then Glasgow. Cool. Then up to 40, let's whack that up. There we go. But the speed does come pretty much down straight away once we get a bit closer to Queen's Park Station. But if it goes back down to 30, it's like a tiny little speed board. You can see it coming up now. Or is it 35? Yeah, 35 as we go through Queen's Park Station. Obviously the second Queen's Park Station in the game. Obviously the other one being on the Bakerloo line. There you go, through we go. Awesome, quite a quick run this one. Let's get back in the cab. Which I never noticed, yeah, it doesn't actually lock you into the cab. Obviously usually when you go through a tunnel it will sort of, make you go back into the cab. But I suppose as they're only sort of small little tunnels, I suppose they might have actually sort of unblocked that feature where it puts you back in the cab for this route. So I've noticed on quite a few of the little tunnels, it doesn't make you go back in. I'll bring it down to 25. Here's Pollock Shields East. See, the stations are all close to each other. It really is like a metro. Let's get that up. There we go. Cool. Right, final approach into Glasgow Central now. Well, I wouldn't say final approach, it still is. From here, it still is about a mile until we actually get into the station. Like, you feel like you're here already, but there's still quite actually a long stretch into the station. I mean, look, that is pretty much almost the whole of the loop to get into the station from here. So it still is actually a fair distance. Obviously, you get the West Coast main line joining back up, which you'll see on the right in a second. Also, we did leave that behind as we left Newton. Obviously, I suppose today there probably is engineering works on it, so that's why we got diverted through the loop. Got the massive motorway bridge there going over the top. It feels proper crazy, this route. Like, there's just so much going on, like so many bridges, so many, things going over the top. I mean, yeah, so especially in the loops and all. It's just so much infrastructure. Yeah, this is probably the most sort of spectacular part of coming in to Glasgow. Slowly making our way down the gradient, going over the River Clyde and then into the station. All the signals. At night time this does look amazing. Or even at daytime it looks amazing. Right, track 4 we're looking out for at the next signal. There's the 20. Yeah, but I believe these, do correct me if I'm wrong, these are holding sort of areas. So when you're waiting for your platform, I suppose they just stick you in one of these holding areas. There's quite a few of these. Yeah, quite a few of them as we come into Glasgow. And then all the tracks sort of combine into a few. We've got the 15 mile an hour limit. So now we're looking out for signal B, which will be on the next, obviously, signal gantry, as we cross over the River Clyde, which is also awesome to come across. And someone did actually tell me that this bridge here actually used to be a station on it. So if you know what London Blackfriars is, obviously near London, well, in London, near London, obviously pretty much it's a station on top of the river. That used to be here, and I suppose over time they sort of just moved it to the big boy here, big station. Another service over there. It's like it's in the crimson livery, or the cream livery. It's brilliant. Yeah, here we are coming into Central Station. They're so brilliant. It also reminds me of when you come into London Victoria on the Brighton Main Line. Well, sort of. Obviously the bridge isn't just outside of the station. When we do get the BML, just about half a mile before, well, coming out of London Victoria Station, you get the bridge over the River Thames. It's always cool going across. Obviously, yeah, thanks to Mod Pete again, who did do that livery. It looks brilliant, doesn't it? Awesome. And here we are coming in. That was a very enjoyable run. I did enjoy that, obviously, in the HST. I mean, the HST is brilliant on every single route. I mean, technically, it could literally go anywhere, really. Obviously, well, the German routes could probably go on easily, and it's just a brilliant train to drive. Cool. Just apply a incy bit of power just to maintain our speed as we do come up to the buffers. So we did lose a fair bit. Right, put the brakes on a tad. And here we are coming in now. Apologies if you can hear the dog in the background. Neighbour's dog always goes crazy. You've got the big upgraded buffers here as well. And stop pretty much as soon as you lose sight of the actual buffers. Right, that is it, everyone, for today's Train Sim 2 video. Hopefully everyone did enjoy that. I sure did. That was quite a good run, that one. Obviously, yeah, you will find links in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store. Obviously, you'll see everything on screen now. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, do leave a thumbs up and do subscribe if you do want to see more. Apart from that, do leave all your thoughts in the comments below, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.